They expect Purdy to be back by training camp. Obviously, Sam Darnold is there. And the question is, what about Trey Lance? Rumors galore that Lance, they were, again, taking calls on him. They weren't making them. Big difference between making and taking phone calls. So they were taking phone calls on Lance. And as we all know, Lance is still on the team. And I knew, look, if they're going to trade Trey Lance, it's going to be much later in the summer when they know what's going on with Purdy and what Sam Darnold looks like. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if they're going to trade Trey Lance because right now the coach, in talking about Lance coming back from injury, not just with the ankle, but he had a hand injury going into last season, that he believes this kid is as healthy as he's been in a long time. And listen to how he refers to him. He refers to him as the best one that they currently have right now on the roster.
I think Trey's the best that we've had him right now. And yeah, we got to get into OTAs and practice, but when you just watch his feet, his timing, how he's throwing the ball, he's in such a better place now than he was last year at this time. And I know he's coming off a big injury, but it's because he was healthier this year. Even though last year was a little injury with a hairline fracture on the pinky, but it healed the wrong way. And this year it's a bad break on the ankle, but it healed right like most of them do. And now I just see him in such a better place. And now we'll present to him some football and stuff when we get to OTAs. We're allowed 9 of them. And we'll put players out there and we'll see how he's playing. We'll let him and Sam roll. And then we'll evaluate all that. And we'll take 40 days off. And we'll see how we want to lay it out in training camp.
Let him and Sam roll. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here's what's so damn unique about the San Francisco 49ers. When you draft a kid 3rd overall by trading up 2 first-round picks in future drafts to go get him, and he hardly plays for you, that normally means coach and general manager are history. But instead, what do? They made 2 straight NFC championship games without him.
Crazy.
And normally, that team that makes 2 straight NFC championship game appearances will absolutely have the quarterback who took them there as their quarterback coming into the following season to see if they can make a 3rd straight NFC championship game, and heaven forbid the Super Bowl, especially if the guy who took them to their previous Super Bowl was the quarterback who took them to one of the NFC championship games and played so damn well that they were positioned to make it with a kid they chose in the last pick in the draft that they were forced to turn to. And he's now starting for the Vegas Raiders. And the kid that they turned to might not be the starter because he's coming back from injury. And so the kid that they start might be the kid that they went and moved up to draft 3rd overall. And if it doesn't work out, they'll go to the kid they draft last overall last year. It's unbelievable. There is no charted territory for us to base any opinion on it other than the fact that the coach knows what the hell he's doing. And so does the GM, because this team is so incredibly talented that, well, they drafted a kicker in the 3rd round. And tons of people batted an eyelash. And the way I was pushing back is, well, I know the kicker. He went to Michigan. He's the best kicker Michigan's ever had. His name is Jake Moody. And you're set up everywhere else. You're set up absolutely everywhere else. So, unbelievable situation. There's no precedence for it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.